Tell us a little bit about you, Steve. How long have you been here at Reward?
A bit about me. I can't believe I've been here 4.5 years. I started right at the start of the dreaded COVID, which is perhaps the most surreal part in all of our lives.
Definitely,
hopefully an experience never to be repeated. But I think it's fair to say any apprehensions I had about joining the business, they simply weren't there, because I joined a business that was about 30 people then, and we're nearly 3 times that size now. But I'd probably worked with almost half the people in the business, some of them going back 20 years. People such as Tom and Dave and Tim and Gemma and Nick. And I, along with many people around the business, would share big bank background, but virtually my entire time in the industry, and you're right, it is over 30 years, has always been working primarily with SME business, trading businesses, owner-managed businesses, and it's the thing that I guess has interested me most over that period, your ability to help people capitalise on an opportunity, solve a problem, move on to the next thing. And you see some great entrepreneurs. I was with a colleague, Russ Holt, only a couple of weeks ago, and we were down in the Midlands around an engineering manufacturing business. Those are great businesses to be involved with and to support. And that's a feature of the stuff that we've got here.
Definitely, and that's going across those businesses, you obviously learn a lot about them. So what's that sort of feeling that you get to enter sort of the business and the entrepreneur's mind?
Well, I think it's not overstating the point, is it? For every SME business, theirs is the most important business in the world, because it's theirs. You never tire of actually being able to help people achieve what they want and fulfill their dreams and ambitions. It's a reflected aspect of what we do that enables them to get there. But that level of self-satisfaction of knowing you've played your small part in allowing them, that hasn't changed in the 30 odd years I've been doing this. Our Northern Heartland probably still represents 2/3 of our client base. And if you take from Liverpool to Hull and the Scottish borders down to probably Staffordshire, that is our Northern Heartland. The opportunity, and it's a point I've made since I've walked through the door here, the opportunity for the Northwest region, not just Manchester, but the Northwest region is immense. What we do isn't difficult, and we are along many of the lines of many other SME lenders. We sell cash, and we actually provide a solution to a problem or an opportunity for a business owner. And high performance for us is about doing things really simply. And we often talk about we're not particularly a product-led solution, and we can perhaps touch on that a bit later as to why that might actually cause some level of challenge or question in a broker and introducer eye. But our questions are around how much does somebody want to borrow? What's the security that's available to do it? Can they service the debt? And what's the exit that allows us to move on? We know where our place is in the market. We know what service provision we want to give for our clients and the solutions that we can provide. And it sounds an old-fashioned term, and maybe it is, we're a storybook lender. We like listening to a client that's got a story to tell, and we can wrap that around those same continued repeated questions. How much do you want? Because people wake up and they have an amount of money they want to borrow. They don't wake up and think of a product. To get the understanding, to deliver the solution, and that allows us to do it really quickly. Speed isn't always the primary driver. What is a really key feature of this business is actually it's about certainty. If we say yes, we stay yes. Yeah. It doesn't change to a maybe or a no. This business nearly never U-turns. And I've seen that in 4.5 years. When I first joined the business, I spent time talking to pretty much every person within the business, and that came across loud and clear was of a business that delivers on what it says it does. Of all our new strap lines, my favourite is get it done.
Get it done.
Because that applies internally, externally. It applies for clients, for brokers, for introducers, and for our staff. But actually, what the research has demonstrated to us is about the continued opportunity that is within this island. It's not just Manchester, it's our greater presence into places such as Preston and Bolton and Blackburn and Oldham and Liverpool and Chester and Warrington, and about how, and yes, we do deal with people in all those areas now, but how we deepen and broaden that presence and that brand value that we want to create out of there. So, you know, the team here, and if we start with the operational side of it, we've got Gareth Boardman and Gemma Carson, who joined recently. Both have got, and you can see on their CVs, they've got SME lending right through their careers. Both have got good experience of dealing with property and supporting trade and businesses and stuff. So their experience that they can bring to the existing team that's already here, and you can see the value that they're adding already. Harriet is leading the Northwest from a sales perspective. We've got some of our newer and younger elements and people such as Elliot and Scott. More recently, we've had Sarah Gaskin, who's joined us. Sarah's never lent money before, but brings a level of energy and tenacious commitment to what we want to do. And Harriet will help guide and lead those two, as well as frankly teaching some of the old dogs a few new tricks as well.
Which is brilliant, and I've actually spoken to some of the team actually this morning, and
Good.
They have fantastic personalities. How key is that to our clients and to our network? You know, because a large part of what we do is having a personal relationship with our brokers and clients.
We do. I mean, if you take brokers and clients, take brokers firstly. Something that we've always talked about, advocated, is that we always meet every borrower. We always go and look at the business. We'll meet the people. We'll look at the assets that are to be taken as security. And in the same way from a client perspective. So in a world of call centres and online chat and all that sort of stuff there, we are really proud of the fact that we have got dedicated relationship support. That a client has got a named person and a phone number that they can ring, who will answer their call, their question, solve whatever issue it may be, who somebody will go out and see them. And it is maybe as the business is expanding and going through a particular phase, somebody to be able to go out and see them and meet them and listen to them.
2025 looming, Steve. How's it looking?
There's always more that we can achieve. I think I said earlier, we're probably the best business you've never heard of. I keep talking about it. The opportunity for us, for the whole Northwest region, is a significant one. And our goal for 2025 is the one that it's been for 2024, which is to continue to raise the profile, the presence, the brand awareness, and to develop and deliver a best-in-class relationship support service.
Before we wrap up, Steve, we want to get your thoughts on, Reward as a whole.
Okay.
We can see you're deep in thought there, but actually, to make it easy, can you give us 3 words to describe Reward?
3 words to describe Reward. Fun, fast, driven. 3 times the size in terms of people that we were 4.5 years ago. We've got regional offices that cover the country, but that same collective, and it is a collective desire to be better, to be more successful, to drive the business, and have some fun within it is a huge part. Probably the single best accolade, I think, for the entire workforce is our first time of entry into the Sunday Times Best Places to Work. And we had no expectation, and we made it. That is a reflection of everybody out there. That's brilliant.
Thank you very much.